What's up, YouTube? Let's see what street we're on. It's one of those streets. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. I'm not sure if you can see it. Oh, this one's easy. This is Tramonto Drive, okay? 17732 Tramonto Drive. Look at this mess. Jeez. People built a home right here. See if I can get a better view or a different angle. Shame. So this is 17750 Tramonto Drive. God damn. Jesus Christ. You know, these little videos that I make, they don't really do it justice. I mean, we're up pretty high. Look at this. Right next door, they were able to pick that lot up fairly easy, it looks like. But then again, it's like on this, I don't know how to, it's a little bit more flat right there. This home right here looks like it just drops straight down off a cliff. This video really doesn't do it justice. And then picking up, I don't know what they're gonna do about this. That structure right there, I would assume all of that has to come down, and it just drops straight down. And there's homes that haven't been burned. So picking up all that stuff is gonna be very challenging. Or demolishing that structure without it rolling down that steep hill and potentially damaging those homes down there. It's going to be quite the task. And I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be cheap to do that. I mean, if there's any contractors or construction workers out there who specialize in these hillside builds, I mean, what does it cost to demolish something like that? There's no way that can stay up. Like, that has to come down. And if they choose to rebuild, they're gonna have to start completely over, fresh. All that's decayed, all the stuff in the ground is to come up and be redone. Sad. Look at this beautiful house right here on the corner, though. You guys probably can't see it very well because the sun is glaring into the camera, but it's such a beautiful house. And I'm not a big fan of corner lots. Like when cars drive by, the headlights go inside the windows and stuff. But it's a beautiful home. Look at this. This whole structure has to come up. And there's houses literally right below it. And this thing just drops straight off a cliff. Could you imagine how beautiful it would have been though, if that was your master bedroom and those were just big glass panels? Look, those people got a tennis court down there. You can play tennis overlooking the ocean. That's living right there. I wonder how long this structure is going to be like this for. And then look, right across the street, none of these houses were touched. Well, I'm sure there's some pretty significant damage, but when you look at this tree, you're like, oh my God, how did this tree manage to survive? Hey, good morning. Such a beautiful home. This property in front of us, where they're doing all the drilling, I dropped off a bunch of rebar there a couple of months back, I think. They have private security and everywhere around here. This must have been some of the rebar, fabricated rebar, and lagging that one of the other drivers dropped off not too long ago. All these ties. Oh no, that's a different company. That's a company called Arrow. They drive those small little trucks delivering fab rebar and lagging. But they're building a home right here. They got the drills. They got to go deep in the ground too. Look, you can probably see the cages or the... Look at how big that is. They drill a hole 100, 110 foot deep in the ground, and then they get a crane and they lift that rebar cage with the crane, and then they lower it into the hole. And then they basically just fill it with concrete. It sucks that this fence is here. I'd love to like go out there on the edge and check it out. I'm pretty sure I've been up here before and I've shown you guys this area. I thought I'd just update you while I was up here and show you how much rebuilding is being done up here. These ones are going to be so hard to rebuild. I probably shouldn't be right here. Look at that. I can still smell the char. Get out of this guy's property. Shame. One 7612 Tramonto Drive. I remember the first time I came up here. And I remember seeing this little like bridge area and wondering if this thing was able to hold the truck up. Look at these houses right here. So this is Tramonto and Cuperto. I love these homes right here. The big glass sheets. So beautiful. Oh wow, that's like their little office right there. So cool. I wonder if these people are still living there. I saw a couple of lots for sale back there behind us. And they were actually on flat land. So those might be, somebody might be getting some pretty prime real estate at a good deal too. Look at this old house. Got to throw away everything. Here I'm just walking in the middle of the street. I don't think I've ever been over here towards the right, so we'll go check it out. Sorry if you guys can hear my boots squeaking. I got these new boots, I gotta break them in. Gotta wear 2 thick layers of socks so I don't get blisters. So this is Ravello Drive. Doesn't look like this section was hit by the fire. It's a gorgeous little street though. Beautiful little homes, perfect. Small little like beach community overlooking the ocean. Bitchin'. Hello. So they have the wildfire post in the front yard, so maybe they had some pretty bad smoke damage. I bet all of these houses did. There's probably a lot of damage. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it didn't happen. For sale, do not disturb tenants. So that's another property. This is the fourth one I've seen in this little area. The fourth property for sale. I actually saw one back there too that was for lease. I don't know what's going on right here. Oh, this house was hit. I didn't even see it. I would have walked right by it. It's like I smelled it. That sucks, man. Could you imagine being the only one on the block that got hit? It's just totally random. Just one ember went inside the window or something. Just so unlucky. Well, that's a pretty deep puddle of water. Let's see if I can go around it. Road end. Oh, okay, so a couple of houses right here got burned. So what does this say? City of Los Angeles Department of Public Works, another improvement for your convenience and safety. Karen Bass. Yeah. Doing a good job, Karen. This road is gonna be like this for the next 10 years. That's a cool little overlook right there. Be a perfect place to put a house. Look at the view. I think right down below is that steakhouse, Mastro's, I think. Or maybe I'm wrong, I'm not sure. But yeah, I've definitely never been over here before. This tiny little road. You can imagine how hard it's gonna be when these people rebuild. How challenging it's gonna be to have big old semi-trucks drive down this narrow road. You gotta get, 60, 70 foot rebar down here, or 100 foot rebar, really. Oh, look. Jeez. Hold on, I'll show you when I get in front. Look at this. So this was a house right here. I think it was a house. I don't, maybe it wasn't a house. But they draped all of this plastic. This is definitely someone's property right here. And then there was a house over there to the left. If this hill gives out, boom, that house is gone. That's why they drape this plastic. If you were an insurance company, would you want to insure that house right there? I don't think so. I think a lot of these properties and a lot of these houses, a lot of these homeowners are going to have a hard time getting insurance, or they're just going to have to pay a ridiculous price. Literally extortion prices. Private road, dead end, no turnaround. Let's go down here. Look at this tiny little house right here. This is like something you would see in like Disneyland or something, or it's a garage. This looks like a little Snow White ride at Disneyland or something. Smells like it too. Okay, so this is a dead end completely. Wow. Go up here. All right, guys, so I think that this is going to close up the video right now. The video is pushing about 22 minutes. So, and I'm getting kind of hungry. I think I'm going to go hit up a nice little deli and go get a big old juicy omelet, ham and cheese omelet. All right, guys, thanks again for checking out the video. All of the people who have been liking, commenting, and subscribing, thank you. I really appreciate it. The channel is still continuing to grow, and it amazes me every day. I can't believe it. Thank you guys again for all of the love and support. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.